About 3 hours before I was due to go, I was kind of dozing off, and then all of a sudden, everything in the ward changed. All of these doctors came into the ward with the gown, the mask, and the shield, and made their way up the ward. Depending on who you heard, you were hearing different stories. Some people were saying that it was a test. Some people were saying that it was a standard thing that's happening all over the hospital, and others were saying that it was a run-through, worst case scenario run-through. But what then happened was they ran it as if there had been suspected COVID-19 in the ward, and every single one of us was tested. Swab right to the back of my nose, which makes you gag really bad and your eyes water, and then a swab right to the back of your throat, which makes you nearly throw up. Then they isolate everybody as much as possible. You're not allowed off your bed, you're not allowed to go to the toilet. They took all of the furniture out of the ward. The cleaners came in, gowned up, and scrubbed everything away within an inch of its life. And then myself and 3 other patients who were able-bodied, we were moved to a separate room, and there was no beds, no furniture or anything, and 2 or 3 cleaners come in and scrubbed it like you've never seen in your entire life, while I just kind of stood in a corner. There was a television that they couldn't get working, and asked was there anybody who was geeky. So whatever ward I was in now has a television because I set it up and fixed it for them. But yeah, then they left me and 3 other guys for the better part of it turned out about 3 or 4 hours. But it was dead serious 3 or 4 hours because every single one of us had just been tested for COVID-19. Whether or not there was somebody on the ward, I don't know. If it was just a run through or a kind of drill or something like that, I've never seen anything like it. These people are like clockwork and so calm about the whole thing. It was just spectacular to watch. Once the 4 of us were in the room, it was really tense. But I figured we were going to be there for a while, so I tried to start conversations with them. It was all your usual. What do you do for a living? And when they found out what I do, a lot of questions were asked. Hopefully I've changed some people's opinion of what my job is. But the important bit was we were talking. Then we started talking about the history of Glasgow because one of the nurses came in to do some paperwork and I joked about the fact that how many times do people comment on the fact that most of the windows overlook graveyards. And this nurse was brilliant. She went, "Do you know who's buried there?" And then gave me a complete history of the graveyard, about the ship captains, the tobacco lords, and the pirates that are all buried and stuff like that. Then about the 2 women who own the big graveyard and how there's 2 angel statues as a dedication to them. The fact that wee Willie Winky isn't actually buried there, but there's a grave. And she went on, and that was good because then one of the other patients started talking about history and pubs, and he mentioned a pub, and somebody else went, "Oh, I used to work in there. Oh, my granddad worked in there." Blah, 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 blah. And it would go as all talking. And it was really, really cool. And then started telling jokes and talking about funny things that had happened in your life, and we just had an absolute ball. For the first time in the 3 days, it was actually dead nice. It wasn't tense. It was just 4 guys gabbing. Then the doctor came and gave me my medication and said, "You're free to go." And I could have burst out crying there and then, but I didn't. I was brave. And said my thank yous to everybody. And said goodbye to the guys and wished them luck. Then I left. And the minute I get out of the hospital, the weight that was off my shoulders was just unbelievable. And I looked about the hospital I just thought about all of the people in there. The people who were sick, the people who were waiting for operations. But the staff, just all of these people, day in, day out, working tirelessly, and so often without thanks. So this is my wee bit. To anybody who is lucky enough to wear an NHS uniform, from the auxiliaries through to the surgeons, I thank you so much. Not just for what you did for me, but for what you do every single day. You deserve a lot more than you're actually getting. And I will never forget the things I saw. There was whole parts of the hospital that were cordoned off, and it was like a ghost town for the most part. But I saw people frantic with worry. I saw people arguing with yous. I saw people physically trying to fight with yous. I saw people being very demanding when they didn't need it or deserve it. And everybody, without pause or hesitation, dealt with it in the most professional way I've ever seen in my life. I've always respected NHS staff. They saved my life. They saved my mum's life. They've saved my dad's life. And they helped bring my daughter into the world. But what they're doing just now goes way above and beyond anything that anybody can imagine. And if in any way, shape or form I can help, I want to. Just now, the only thing I can do to help you is not go out. But I want to share this message. NHS staff are gods in my eyes. They are just the most unbelievable silent army in the world. And I will always be left thanking them. No matter what I did or done in the future, there is no way I can thank them for what they do just because it's what they do. Guys, if you get a chance to help anybody who works in the NHS, I suggest you do it. Don't be one of these people who by the end of this contributed to how hard it was. If all you can do is stay indoors, stay indoors then. All these muppets in America protesting because they need their haircut, get a grip of yourself. There are people out there risking their life for you, and you're worried that your hair's no nice? Look at me. I haven't shaved or cut my hair in 5 weeks, and you know what? Don't care. I'm wearing the same t-shirt that I wore last time on this video, and I've worn it a couple of times, and I don't care. I can wash my own stuff. But these people every day risk their life. Do what you're told. Stay indoors. Please. These people are risking their lives every day. Don't make it harder for them. You want to be one of the people by the end of this who can honestly say they did their bit. Sorry, that was a bit ranty. But it's important to me now. It was always important to me, but I've been in it now. Thankfully, I didn't have coronavirus. Oh, I don't have coronavirus, by the way. The test came back negative. But yeah, the world out there is terrifying. And if you're moaning because you don't have enough milk, or your bread's a wee bit off, or how boring it has been stuck in the house, you have got nothing, and I mean nothing, you can complain about. I hope that none of you have to experience it or be part of it. And I know I only experienced the tiniest wee bit. I wasn't COVID-19. I wasn't in any way great danger. They did everything they could to protect me from it. And I know it was just on the outskirts of it. But I was in the same building, and that was scary enough for me. I'm scared being in the same town as this, these people are in the same room. So to anybody who is wearing an NHS uniform or in an NHS building or in private care homes and stuff, I totally and from the bottom of my heart thank you for what you do every day. Guys, that's enough. This video, as always, has gone on far longer than I intended it to, but this is possibly the most important video I've ever made. These people, they deserve so much more than they're getting from the government, from anything else. It shouldn't take people like Tom, Captain Tom, raising 20 million. It should be handed to them on a golden platter. These people are out there risking their lives day in, day out while you get to sit in your house. And I'm not trying to make you feel guilty, but that's what they're doing while you're watching this video. Guys, take care of yourself. Take care of those around you. Please obey the rules that are out just now. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy, please. Thank you. Bye-bye.